Well, we've been hearing for months that this could be one of the most complicated tax seasons in years, and now at 4 weeks away from the deadline, it looks like that prediction turned out to be true for a lot of people. Todd Culpepper from Culpepper CPA joining me now. You've been with us before. You're back to talk about it now as we approach the deadline. Why is this tax season so tough?
Well, we've talked about some of that in the past. There are really a multitude of reasons. The biggest is probably the Irs Workforce Shortage. There are so many waits for people that are looking for answers, looking for help. They just aren't available to help answer all those questions. They don't have the availability, they don't have the manpower. And of course, like many years in the past, this year is no different and probably worse in that there have been a lot of tax legislation changes. The Affordable Care Act, most notably, has really resulted in a lot of changes and a lot of complications for tax situations that probably were more basic in the past. I
guess the only upside, maybe fewer audits because of the staff cutbacks?
Sure, and we've seen those decrease for several years now. So that's definitely one advantage if you want to look at it that way.
If you want to look at it that way, and you're honest and you don't really want one of those. Talk about college students, Todd, and their parents. There are some specific challenges there.
Yeah, that's one of the things we hear most from some of our clients and people that are looking for help. That's maybe one of the first things that can start complicating situations for families, whether it's the students or the parents of those students. And if those students are employed and earning wages as well, and some of the other things that can impact those situations is whether they're receiving grants or scholarships. So depending on some of those, it can affect both the deductions and credits that are available for the tuition and fees that are paid, as well as who may be eligible to claim that dependency exemption.
Yeah, what constitutes income, when it comes to those scholarships. Very interesting. And, unfortunately, we're hearing a lot about fraud, a lot of it involving those electronic filing services. So got to be careful there. What can we do?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked some about that before, about what you can do to avoid that, and certainly protect your information however you can, whether it's people making phone calls, trying to gather your personal information. We've seen a lot of emails, and some of the more prevalent issues we've seen this year are people that have used some of the online do-it-yourself tax filing and preparation services. People that maybe haven't gotten in there and logged in since last year when they did their taxes, they're logging in this year only to find that there's already been a return filed in their name and in their Social Security number. We've seen it happen with some of our clients this year that used some of those do-it-yourself services in the past, only to find out this year when we file their return there's already been one filed.
How do we protect ourselves in that kind of situation?
Really, anything you can do to protect your personal information. If you get phone calls from the IRS or people claiming to be from the IRS, definitely avoid giving them any information. Like we've talked about on here before, they will never contact you by phone.
Right.
They will never ask for personal information by email or anything like that.
Just be so careful and call the expert if you have a question.
Absolutely.
All right, Todd, I know it's getting ready to be uber busy, so good luck over the next 4 weeks for you.
Thanks so much.
All righty, thanks again for being with us.